Now, as you all know, that one of the things that distinguish NIO NT 2.0 platform is, of course, the LiDAR sensors that you find at the top of the NT 2.0 cars or NIO cars. Ladies and gents, today we read wonderful news that, ladies and gents, Innovation, which is the company that, of course, install and produce those sensors on the NT 2.0 platform cars on NIO, they saw their 50,000th car coming out of their LiDAR production line, which is something that obviously it is really interesting and amazing, especially to those that have been following the numbers that this company has been publishing. So, ladies and gents, today we got to see that car number 50,000 with the LiDAR sensors on top, ladies and gents, came off the production LiDAR line, which is something that is incredible because these, ladies and gents, on the 13th or on the 5th of July, Innovation released an article to show that they have produced, or on that day they saw car number 10,000 with the LiDAR sensors coming off their production line. On the 5th of July, they have already produced like 10,000 of the NT 2.0 cars with the LiDAR sensors of NIO, and getting to see that 4 months later, we get to hear NIO reporting that Innovation has rolled off car number 50,000 of their NT 2.0 platform cars. It's something that is incredible and something that must motivate you and make you to be really excited because, ladies and gents, it means that Innovation has installed their LiDAR sensors on 40,000 cars ever since the 5th of July, which is something that must just show you that the production at Innovation, it means that it has ramped up also, which is why we have seen, or we are seeing them or seeing a report that is showing that car number 50,000, which with the LiDAR sensors, has came off the production line now in November, which is something that, like I said, it is incredible. And for those of you that might still not know which models are using this NT 2.0 platform which with the LiDAR sensors, there namely the ET5, ET7 and the ES7, which is something that is incredible and something that must just show you that, ladies and gents, these three models, ladies and gents, Innovation has equipped or installed LiDAR sensors on 50,000 of these these three vehicles, which is something that is incredible and something that is great and something that gives me goosebumps, because then I know that chances are very high that from here onwards, ladies and gents, out of these three NT 2.0 models, we might get to see some good deliveries coming out of these three vehicles. As you know that these are the vehicles, if you have to go and check the NIO delivery numbers, which have the most orders or most deliveries when NIO reports their deliveries on a month to month. I mean, with the ET7, you will know by now that NIO started selling the ET7 at the end of March this year. This is where we saw this NT 2.0 with LiDAR sensors, or with Innovation's LiDAR sensors coming off or starting with the deliveries. I think it was the 28th of March. Then we saw, obviously, the ES7, which, ladies and gents, NIO started deliveries or with the deliveries of this model around end of July, which is something that obviously, again, it was really exciting and incredible to see NIO starting with the deliveries of that model. Then we have our favorite model, which is the ET5, which NIO started delivering that model, you all know, end of September this year. And these three models, ladies and gents, are just said are the ones that are seriously boosting NIO sales, because it looks like there is some good demand on these three new vehicles. And you will know, obviously, that to date, NIO, the kind of deliveries that they, or the kind of cars, or the total number of cars that they are selling, it is around 6, because These other three are the NT 1.0, or they are using the old technology, that is the NT 1.0. And the good thing is that these three old models that are still using the old NIO's technologies, they are going to be upgraded in 2023. NIO has told us that they are going to upgrade them to become or to have the latest NIO technology called the NT 2.0, meaning that the ES6, ES8 and the EC7, we are going to also see them with the NT 2.0 with later sensors, meaning that innovation will also need to continue increasing their production, because it looks like next year around this time, all NIO cars, or all the cars that NIO will be selling, will chances are that might be having the later sensors, or these later sensors, which obviously innovation is the one that is producing and installing, which is something that is incredible. And for the fact that we saw a report that of course disclosed that innovation saw its 50th thousand car coming off its line, is something that is incredible, and something that obviously must just motivate you and make you to see the kind of potential that lies within the NIO stock, and make you to see the kind of production ramp up we are seeing onto NIO, because it is not only innovation that increased their production, but NIO, you all know that it is also continuing to increase its production, especially in the second factory called NIO Park. And you will know that NIO's target in December, or for the December deliveries, just for their one of their NT 2.0 platform, which is the ET5, they plan to deliver at least 10,000. Now, more good news that we received today is that, ladies and gents, there are rumors saying that NIO is planning to order their own vehicle carriers. These are the carriers or ships that we see NIO transporting their vehicles into various destinations outside of China. That is your Norway, Netherlands, Sweden and Denmark, which is the destinations which of course NIO is selling their cars outside of China. We have seen so many ships transporting the NIO cars from China into various European destinations, which is something that getting to see or know that NIO plans to order their own carriers. It's something that is incredible, and something that obviously makes us to see the kind of confident NIO has when it comes to their overseas markets, which is something that obviously confirms, or it must just show you that what one of the Mizuho securities just said about NIO also not doing well only in China but outside of China, it might be coming out to be true, because it looks like there is some good demand not only in China for NIO but also outside of China, which is something that is incredible. And I'm not surprised by this, because as I've said in my previous videos, NIO has been also getting quite number of awards from their cars or on their cars outside of China, in Europe or in most European countries outside, which is something that must just show you that NIO not only are they just selling vehicles or EV vehicles just for the sake of selling them, but they are selling vehicles of top quality with the latest technology, which is why we've been seeing them receiving a couple of awards from the overseas or from their overseas market, which is in Europe, which is something that must just motivate you to remain bullish long and strong, because the fact that NIO is planning to get their own vehicle carriers just definitely means that NIO are confident, or NIO is confident that they will do very well outside of China, which is something that is incredible. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. But before you load the boat onto this new stock, you already know that you need to do your own DD, so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.